I need y'all to see this. Hang on. I'm gonna wait for it. Hello, James. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. I need y'all to see this. This dropped today. Hello. Look at this. Hydrate. Okay. I need y'all to see this. Oh, that's lucky. This is thanks, Cole. uh, anyways, this is a mod for Air Ride that dropped today at F3, which is like a fan game fan mod hack E3 basically. And this just looks like normal Air Ride, yeah. Uh, Fuck you. Look at all of these settings, like machine toggle, event toggle, stadium toggle. Look at this. Okay, yeah, you got your normal colors. You got your normal 8. Look at this. Black, peach, or salmon, orange, darker blue. Hello. Mint, me. We're gonna play Dr. Mario Mania. I'll be so real. I didn't actually watch F3. I just heard about this in the Kirby Air Ride Netplay server. I'll probably check out F3 after this. I need y'all to see this. Actually, 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 I need to try something. I need to try something. Cause this shit is killing me. What do you mean the Freestar and the Steer Star from Top Ride are in fucking City Trial? How does that work? What are you talking about? You're saying nonsense. I don't know why the game's lagging, it's fine. Wasn't doing this off stream. I wasn't going to stream myself playing this tonight, but I was having a live reaction that was like, oh, maybe I should, like, show this off. Okay, what do you do? What's different about you? This is Freestar, yeah? You just feel like a normal star. What's different about you? I might kill PNG Tuber Plus. Also, yeah, look, now playing. I'm gonna kill PNG Tuber Plus. We're just gonna PNG, no tuber. Now playing, if I press Z, it changes to a different song. That's sick as hell. New Kirby Air Ride within 5 months? I wanna say I agree. But they've done nothing to ease my worries. I am praying for, if not a July Direct, since we're almost out of July. August Direct? August Direct? There's not really much time for them to announce a July Direct, so I don't really expect it. Also, this thing turns really slowly. That one at the very end of March? I suppose so. Ugh. Okay. Okay, let me check my video settings. Am I, like, rendering this thing 2 times? Aspect ratio, enhancements, native, texture filtering, default, anti-aliasing. Okay. No VSync, who cares? Oh yeah, another thing they added. Uh, so, okay. The hack pack that the netplay community has been using for a while added some extra controls such as, like, when you're off your star, you walk around, you can hold B. Hey look, you're running now. Holy shit, you're fast. I didn't realize you were that fast. But they kept that, and they made it so that they kept it in the hack pack, so if you hold X like in Mario Kart, you can look behind you. That's great. And most recently, which was a code in the hack pack, but is now a integrated setting in Deluxe, you can hold Y. Look, there's my stats, and I don't have to pause the game. I don't have to inconvenience the other player. Why does Kirby look like that? Oh shit. Do I still have a chroma key on? I do. That's pretty funny. This might be... Where the hell is game capture? Return of the chroma. This was... Did I mention why this was the case? Where I intended to stream the Minecraft movie through Twitch in such a convoluted way. And just decided to do it on Discord instead because that's not going to kill me. But thank you for telling me that. That's very appreciated. Also, can I just say, is this a coincidence? Why, it could be a coincidence, but giving the light blue Kirby the pink feet, come on. I'm glaring at you with a knowing gaze. This feels the exact same as the Freestar, I'm not gonna lie. I think it just has, like, default stats. It's hilarious that they put this in the game at all. But, okay, now that I've calmed down with my introduction, hello, everyone. Welcome to Kirby Air Ride Deluxe. Sorry for the lack of streams lately, if you know me. Smile. I've been making some developments in, like, internet and whatnot. So I don't have to plug in my Ethernet for every stream I do now. I just have a router in my room now, which is great. Yippee. Anyways, back to Air Ride. I really, really need info on Air Riders. I don't constantly think about Air Riders, but when I do think about Air Riders, it never leaves my mind. It won't leave my mind until I've, like, gone to bed for the next day. So does anything about this version of Air Ride make DD and Meta Knight viable at all? I wanted to say no, but actually, you know what? Let's test this. Because they did add an option as well in the game settings. Machine settings. Respawn on. Players will respawn on their starting machine when destroyed. Let's try that. I'm realizing I can't really damage myself very well in free run, but I think I can go to the... I think I can... Oh my god! Okay, no. Okay, no, they didn't... I thought they made extra palettes for Meta Knight and DVD. I almost got excited. Anyways, I'm just gonna go to the volcano. I'm just gonna go to the volcano. Let's see. Does the respawn feature work for Meta Knight and King DDD? I imagine so. They're still not available in actual city trial, but okay, now respawn. Damn. They're still fucked. Unfortunate. Oh well. Where? Here we go. Let's turn that all back to normal. Who am I kidding? Toggle it all on. Sure. Get Dragoon and Hydra to just spawn whenever, wherever. Sure. Get the free play exclusive Flight Star in there. Why not? Event settings. Toggle all the events. Stadiums. Choose your stadiums. Item settings. You can make it so Dragoon and Hydra always spawn. All ups. Apparently, the way they function in vanilla is that all up patches will only spawn if you're fighting King DDD. You can set it to always now. That's cool. And then you have this, a very Smash Brothers-esque item toggle list, which I adore, and I hope that Air Riders does something like this. Yeah, I purposefully closed PNG Tuber Plus to attempt to make Dolphin run a bit better. It's not really working, but oh well. Turning on just hamburger. Turning on just sleep. It's funny, the way they demonstrated the item toggle in the trailer for this is they just had all ups only, and it was the funniest thing. Very high? An overwhelming amount of items will drop? I didn't see that before. I kind of need to see what that's like. I kind of need to see what that's like. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Sound, music settings. Look, menu, city trial, hurry, the results graph. Results for other things. And then all of the stadiums, or some of the stadiums. All of the viable stadiums, not counting, like, specific maps for, what is it called? The single races. The original Hack Pack had something similar, but not for all of the modes specifically like that. It was just a general overall playlist thing, really. Let me try dark brown. Let's try other purple and then deeper blue for you. Oh, that one's cute. Oh my god, I already see the difference. I already see a significant increase of items spawning in the game. Why are there 4 boxes all in one location? That's stupid. This is the shit I hope Air Riders does do. Because I like default vanilla Air Ride, but what is it? I think I've been playing the Hack Pack stuff way too much, and I generally just think having a higher item and patch frequency is more interesting for the gameplay. Maybe not this high, but it being an option would be great. Some power-ups are fakes. Be careful. Ooh. Uh, why can't I remember your name? Are you the Swerve Star? I think you're the Swerve Star. It's been so long. Ow! Ow! It's called the OP Star. Facts. I think it's hilarious that this thing is banned in most competitive play. I get it, though. Streamer, what do you rate memories.undertale.com out of 10? I would say a solid 9. It plays into the bit very well, and you can make your own sprite, and it's very cute. The 9 instead of a 10 comes from the fact that... Okay, maybe an 8. Maybe an 8 because the undo button is a little busted sometimes. And also, I've heard some people say that their stuff didn't save when they refreshed. And also, you can't use it on some platforms because you need JavaScript. Okay, maybe a 7. But it's still really cute and good, and I like it a lot. Ugh, game's struggling to keep up with all the items. Let's look at the different colors. Can I get a zoom in? On... I can't. They don't have camera controls in this. I didn't mean to leave. Fuck it. 3-minute game. Get as many as you can. I'll try deeper blue and see how that goes. God. I will always think about my MagFest clip that I got in the Air Ride tournament this year. Because I had the plasma ability. What is it? I was at a Kirby Air Ride tournament at MagFest this year, and I was not the first game in the tournament. I think it was one of the second games. But I used plasma on a guy. No, I knocked a guy out, and then I got plasma as he was running towards another star. And as he was getting on the star, I had a full charged plasma heading straight in his direction. And he just starts yelling, "Stop the BM! Ban this guy from the tournament!" I missed at least one of the shots, though, which was unfortunate. It was still a very funny clip, though, because the commentator, who didn't really say much up until that point, leans in and just goes, "Violence is permitted." This year at MagFest, I was trying to do more things that I didn't do at the year prior. And the tournaments were one of them, and I think it's really cool that they just do those. Very fun. And I hope to, if nothing else, attend next year's Kirby Air Ride tournament as well. And I really... Oh my god, that's fucking Dragoon. I don't even need the pieces. Hello. 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 You're mine now. You're my friend now. We're having soft tacos later. I guess I can also get Hydra too, but fuck that. I did not get to try MagFest challenges. I had to go back to my hotel as soon as my name was about to be called. What's going on here? How did Dragoon just spawn in like that? I'm playing on the new Kirby Air Ride Deluxe hack that dropped today, and one of the settings you can do is just toggle the legendary air ride machines to spawn normally like any other machine, and it's hilarious. As well as the free play exclusive Flight Warp Star, and for some reason Top Ride's Free Star and Steer Star. I keep quitting out of my city trials, but so far I'm having a blast with this. And what I was thinking about saying like 3 times over is I hope MagFest uses this for their next Air Ride tournament. Oh, ooh, finishing a stadium just reminded me. I don't know how much I'm personally gonna get usage out of this. But what is it? Wait, what? Wait, wait, what? You see, I thought it was just like, you could set how many stadiums you wanted to play. Apparently the other setting is play every stadium after a city trial. Not every version, but... Oh, hello? I accidentally unplugged my headphones and the game fucked up. Oopsies. Let's restart that. Ugh. I'm getting too excited. I'm getting too excited. I'm out of breath. If you couldn't tell, I'm a fan of Kirby Air Ride, and have been for many, many years, and I simply cannot wait for Air Riders. It's so fucked up of them to have revealed that game with a cinematic trailer, which Sakurai notoriously hates doing, and then just nothing else. Is this your fave ever game? Potentially. It's like, whenever I get the question of, what's your favorite thing? Just replace thing with, like, music, game, movie. I never have a true answer. I'm always like, oh, I'll get back to you on that. But I think my answer for game might be Kirby Air Ride. This is a game I can come back to over and over again and still have a ton of fun with it, no matter the time. No matter the year, the day, the week, the month. I'm always having fun with this game. And I always want to play it with others. And when I found out that there was a netplay community for this game, which I admittedly haven't really interacted with, in a fair bit at least, I was ecstatic to learn that other people cared about this game as much as I did. I grew up with this game as a child, and I think that did something to my brain. Maybe this is the reason... No, I can't say that. I was gonna say maybe this is the reason I'm trans, but... Shrug, I don't really see a correlation there. But my feelings that I had expressed just now, with there being a netplay community, I re-experienced those feelings being in the MagFest tournament, seeing just how many people showed up for the MagFest tournament for this game. It was like, whoa, I forget that people on the internet are like people just on the internet, and all of the people that I see in like the NetPlay server are in fact real people in the world that also love this game so much. In case you're curious, I sucked ass at the tournament, but I still had a great time with my one round. The vibes were immaculate. Real living bodies, that's scary. Yeah, I thought they were all dead. I thought they were all ghosts in my computer. I didn't think there was anyone else who was alive that actually still cared about Kirby Air Ride. Apparently they hold Air Ride tournaments like every year, supposedly. So you can be sure that if I'm at MagFest next year, I'll be there for the next tournament. You've actually just been a mechanical being this whole time? I like robots. You're fine. Stay. I wish I was a robot. You're so cool. I forget if I enabled all the stadiums. I hope I did. Yes! Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. I'm so fucking cool. Target flight? Okay. Gah. I'm thinking now about this one person that sat next to me when I was sitting down for the air ride tournament at MagFest. What is it? They were super nice to chat with. Just kind of, you know, friendly chat before the game. It was really nice, especially for someone with extreme social anxiety like me. It was a good social experience, and it was funny because what is it? They were setting up the game, and we had the thought, wait a minute, how the hell is King DDD gonna work? Who wins in that scenario? And they apparently had to use like an action replay code to disable it. We got kind of disappointed. Oh yeah, the new Air Ride is going to be a full sequel to Kirby Air Ride. Not just a port or a remaster. It's so messed up that they haven't said anything more about it, because I need more information. I've waited all my life for an Air Ride sequel, and now that it's a real official thing, they've said nothing about it. Soundtrack. How's the soundtrack on that thing gonna be? Are any of the Hoshino Kabi songs gonna still be in the game? I hope so, but I'm not optimistic. There's a reason those things aren't present in Smash games anymore. Rhythm Heaven 2. Rhythm Heaven was like my clip the microphone, cry a bit game. Like the week before Air Riders got revealed, and then Air Riders destroyed me even more. It's fucked up what Nintendo was doing within the span of a week. How did they do that? Sorry, I was hydrating. I think if the next Nintendo Direct happens, and it has info on both Air Riders and Rhythm Heaven, I might die. I might be out of it for like a day. You'll never hear anything from me. I'll be so excited, I'll just have ascended off of the earth for the next 24 hours and you'll never find me again. Only for me to casually show up again the next day. This game ruined your first relationship? I'm so sorry. But I can see how, I'm not surprised. This game gets very cutthroat. Shockingly. Get fucked. Ooh, achievement. Everyone ban Orca 24. You're saying nonsense, you're saying words. You're not even saying words. Don't ban that! It's gonna be kind of fucked up if Checkered Knights isn't in the new one, but I'm also down to hear what they got for a brand new soundtrack as well. Not everything has to be remixes or covers of the original songs. Oh shit, am I gonna have to fight Dedede at the end of all of this? Oh, I'm not looking forward to that. Item Bounce comment section incident 2. I love Item Bounce as a song, but for the sake of the game, don't bring it back. I don't get why people got so fucking gross over the style of a song in a game. It's because it's reminiscent of a musical style of like a certain, what's the word? I don't know how to phrase it. But you get the idea. And people were like, oh, well, it sounds like this. Let's exclusively make jokes based on this. Change to Shark, you got it. It's not anymore, but it's Shark Week still for some people. Where's Shark? There's Shark. Take the ripple off. Sorry, I've been yapping so much about everything. If I remember correctly, Item Bounce is similar to Klezmer. Sorry if I'm not saying that right. A classic Jewish music style, and anti-Semitism is unfortunately present on the internet. Very true. Very true. I hate people sometimes. Smile. And it's not even like this is a slightly new thing. This has been an issue for as long as I can remember. What is it? Even as like a kid, probably before I was even like 16, I remember seeing comments on the Air Ride uploads and just like seeing jokes about Marx, and I'm like, what's that guy got to do with this game? He's not in this one. He's from Superstar. Smile. Hi, Dragoon! Stay away from her! No! Stay away! Stay away! She's mine! Anyways, thought on Hydra. I used to fucking love Hydra. Speaking of Hi Hydra, you know what? While we're talking about you. Sure. Ow. I used to love Hydra, but the startup on this thing is so slow at first. And once you get going, you can barely control yourself. And the funniest thing is, competitive players have found a way to stun lock this thing before you get it going. So if you don't have enough charge, you will die. So I prefer Dragoon overall, but it's still fun. I think, Goat, yeah, if they were to add characters, it would entirely have to be cosmetic, and I would love for them to figure out a way to do that, because Kirby's whole thing is inhaling the enemies and then copying their abilities. Because I don't know how you would do that. Okay, we're fighting DDD. Good to know. What is... I got completely thrown off by the all-up. You can't really... You can't really do abilities with other characters. But if they find a way to do it, please let everyone in. Otherwise, you're gonna have a situation where they're gonna function like they do now, in which King DDD and Meta Knight are gonna have their own abilities, and then there's just gonna be characters that are objectively better than others. You killed that thing in one go! Are you insane? Are you on crack? Okay, I need to read chat, actually. I'm trying to think they'd have one that's great in the air, one great in terms of speed, what you could do beyond that. True. Air Rider doesn't have modern Kirby stuff. I do hope it gets really weird with it. True. Air Ride is also just kind of really weird throughout. Yeah, I think a thing that people tend to forget about Air Ride here, it doesn't really reference other Kirby games very much. It really doesn't reference other Kirby games much. I mean, you got Dynablade, you got Tak, like you got some map events, sure, but nothing really beyond that, except for some songs and maybe Top Ride. I hate Mario Kart because the characters make the characters unique stats, and then yeah, there's inevitably gonna be that meta pick, which sucks. Wonder if Air Riders will have vehicle customization like Mario Kart. I don't really see it because the whole thing is going around the map and then finding other stars and then adapt your playstyle to that. Would be neat to see what they do with it if they do, but I don't think it would work well with Kirby Air Ride personally. Isn't gonna outright be referential to the whole series, just go crazy with original shit? Yeah, that's mainly what original Air Ride does too, but I would love them to go even further with that. Okay, Winter, how to do abilities with non-Kirby. Play as Ripple Queen, then it displays the copy ability icon on the bottom left corner and functionally is the same. I want to say yes, but here's the thing. I can't do it here, actually. But in this game, Kirby he does the thing. He does the thing. He sucks it up. And then that's how he gets the ability. How are the other characters, other than like DDD, possibly going to get copy abilities? Or like, you know, reach out to grab them? At the very least, I hope it has like remixes from the whole series. True. I still need to complete checklist. Love this game. True. Issue, their copy abilities are specifically Kirby's thing. They could break that, but they never do. Yeah, there hasn't been a single game in the entire series that breaks that being Kirby's specific thing. So, I would love them to make characters work well in Air Ride, but I'm worried it won't. They do add more characters, If they do add more characters, though, I agree they should do that. Yeah. Sucking up the characters is still for other characters like, I don't know. So it's a similar animation, but functionally works the same. Shaking, grabbing a Sparky up the ground and shaking it very vigorously to use plasma. That's the best. That's the best answer to all of this. Okay, I'm all caught up on chat now. So yeah, oddly enough, I'm a contrarian, and I think that they won't add more characters to Air Ride, at least not in the actual game. But I would love to be wrong. I would absolutely love to be wrong. Don't get me wrong. I would love to see them add characters in a way that works and makes sense for the game. I simply just don't really see it happening in a way that fits in the game. That is also true. The title with a single RS has gone from being like, oh, they're riding on things, to, oh, they're the riders. And it's like, well, who are the riders? And that would be such a good opportunity to add more characters. I agree with that as well. That's a great theory. Nintendo, just have another Direct so we can stop talking about this. That's what I think. That's what I think personally. Prediction: Kirby Air Riders is set during the time Magalore was still in hell. So he has his gravestone on a track. That's fucked up. Did I really, like, one-shot Dynablade? I'm too strong, they must— oh my god! I'm too strong, they must— oh my god! I hadn't even looked at my stats. Ow. That did, like, nothing to me. Ow. No, I want max stats. Give me max stats. I'm kind of like side glancing at the chat right now and looking at Goat's comment. Not sure if this is what you're talking about because I haven't read the whole thing. I definitely agree that Kirby games nowadays love to feature a lot of the main cast in some way, shape, or form. And I know Sakurai dismissed that whole thing of, you know, him having a bias. But I do think he would prioritize his own, like, game design other than the fan service. You know, over the fan service more so. Winter lookout? For what? For what? Sakurai does like to give him to popular fandom end, though, so... Does he? I guess for Smash. You know, Ridley, K. Rool, Banjo. I feel like it's a bit different, though. That's like a whole celebration of games. And it's like, yeah, those would be good additions. Sakurai's real edition will be giving Adeline a voice after he finally chickened out. After Hal finally chickened out. Please. Please! What does she sound like? Why did they get rid of that? I want to believe he's willing to reach out more in a game that isn't as broad as Smash, but I'm not going to hold my breath. Yeah. I love Sakurai, and I definitely don't think he's as stingy as people make him out to be, especially since he made a comment on it. But wasn't she supposed to be voiced by Osaka's voice actor? I remember hearing something about that. That is entirely true, and I'm sad it's not the case. That would be so cute. Smile. Would be so silly. TM. I'm yelling about the game I enjoy and wanting to see more from it. It's like if you can give Waddle Dee a voice, you can give fucking Adeline a voice. It's time. Oh, I'm so fast. I can barely even swim. More than anything, I hope Air Riders is at least interesting in the same way Air Ride was. Yeah. Yes, please. I really doubt that Sakurai will let this be a bad game. And I know that's such like an easy thing to say. DDD has a voice. Have you ever watched the Kirby animated series? Sorry. Holding my thought. I just got a crash report. Okay, it wasn't crash, but it was like warning, invalid read at hex code value. I guess we're doing Drag Race 1 again. Hello. Or not. Or not. But of course I know about DDD's voice. That thing's iconic. I love that depiction of him. Doubt that it'll be boring. That is, Sakurai will not let this be a bad game. He knows we've been waiting 2 decades for this. Have I trust that even worst case scenario, it's going to be fascinating. I have a little too much faith. I have a little too much faith in Sakurai. Because if all of the clues are correct, this is Sakurai's game that when approached by Nintendo with, hey, if you could make like any game, what would that game be? And we'll get on it. If Air Riders, the sequel to Kirby Air Ride, is his dream game, he's not going to waste that opportunity. Also, yeah, starting machine. Smile. Let's go random, it's gonna be funny. Sure, fuck it, all of them. Or, no, we can go a little more balanced now. It's fine. We've had our fun. Let's play like one more balanced game. I'll enable the flight star though because it's funny. What does orange look like? Imagine if you were such a good developer and Nintendo approached you saying, hey, we'll let you commission us for a game for free, or something like that. Him and his team have been doing so much for Nintendo for so long. Like, holy shit. Smash as a series has done so much for Nintendo. Why am I on the wheelie bike? Get me off this thing. What's nearby? I see wheelie scooter, I'll take that. I hope they improve a lot on the actual racing aspect, because it lacks so much here. Yeah, okay. I want to be a defender of like every aspect of this game. And I think simplicity is part of its design. And I think the way they do the whole, you know, oh, you know, charge up and then boost. I think that's fun. But I do agree that especially in City Trial, if you just have the wrong vehicle, you are just kind of fucked, especially in races. Hope it isn't just a one-button game. I agree very heavily that there should at least be other buttons for, like, stats, maybe looking behind you like in this, and maybe a brake button. Because sometimes when, like, I have the big bomb item, or here's a good example. This one. I won't want to put it down yet, but I'll want to make a sharp turn. I won't want to throw this yet. But if I want to traditionally, sorry, you gotta throw it now. Sorry, buddy. You can be simple and you can be simple to get more. Yeah, you can still be simple and do more with that. And I think for Air Ride being a one-button game, it does a lot with that. But I definitely like the improvements the Hack Pack and Deluxe have made on its control scheme. It's kind of jarring going back to the version that doesn't have them. Or have I seen the, like, half-tone blue and purple blacks from this game before? I know it's in Kirby Fighters as well.
City Trial should be bigger with 100 players on an always live battle royale with fuel and crafting mechanics. It should also have RTX ray tracing and 4K resolution. It should have a battle pass. And should be a free live service video game, only available to be played online. It should be killed off in 2 days. Keep killing games.
I'm glad... Yeah, Orchid, that's what I was going for. I'm glad you got the assignment. Keep fucking games. If any of you, for some reason, are so curious about my opinion on the Stop Killing Games initiative, I'm in full support of it. I'm not European, though, so if you are, go sign that shit for me, please. I would love to see more use out of the abilities. Because... who's gonna use fire? What use does fire really have? I mean, like, it's got... it can leave traps on the field or the track for... They do very little damage, though. I would love to see more modern abilities. I would absolutely love to see more modern abilities. See, that's the kind of modern content I do really want and expect to see in Air Riders. Stuff like Poison would go so hard. Put Drill in this? Drill would be so cool! You, like, press to you press your button to go on the ground and then pop up after a bit, and then maybe like when you, hang on, and then like when you pop out of the ground, you get some airtime, and then you can start gliding from that. In an area that doesn't normally have ramps, you could start gliding from that, and stuff like the Jet Star would benefit from that because it goes faster in the air. That would work so well with Air Ride's gameplay. Oh yeah, and like in Forgotten Land, you could make a circle and you rah rah. Yeah, literally it's the feather from Mario Kart, but in a game that actually uses that mechanic well. In a game that actually has stuff you can do in the air with your character. Having a damaging trail behind you would also be good, but I feel like with Haze bringing up poison, that would be a better use for poison instead. That would be so ambitious. But if they were to do combined copy abilities from 64 in Air Riders, I would love to see what he does with that. I'm so glad we're getting video games again. Yes, please. Carter removes your face again. Diversity win! And I mean, to an extent, they were experimenting. Hal was experimenting with ability merging, mixing in Star Allies, so it's obvious that Kirby still has potential for this kind of thing. You still don't have a Switch 2? That's completely fair. That thing's expensive. Thing's expensive, and it doesn't really have many games exclusive to it right now. If I wasn't a filthy Nintendo consumer on all things Nintendo and want the new funny Mario Kart, I probably would have been able to wait until like Air Riders release. But I didn't. Okay, I kind of want... Oh, I should have looked around before just staying on this thing, but it's fine.
Nintendo.
Also, yeah, I forgot my Switch 1 is also grasping on for dear life. Right before MagFest, I had to buy a battery replacement for my Switch 1, and then I promptly forgot or didn't realize I needed, like, a sticky adhesive to keep the battery in place, and I didn't even put on new thermal paste. I just left what was already there. So you can hear the battery rattling around in my Switch. Good night, Cole. Have a good night.
I see numbers on the side of a machine.
Fuck, maybe I should get the Wing Star. Where'd you go? Come back. I miss her so much. This is where it happened. This right here. On the Wing Star. This is where the BM clip happened. Has anyone tried making custom city trial maps? I wouldn't know. I've seen nothing about it, so people have probably tried, but unsuccessfully. The most modifications I've seen to City Trial and Air Ride and the such are just like texture swaps and stat swaps for the stars and the city textures. The hack pack has like a sunset setting and also a wintry snow setting. I don't remember if it's a sunset theme specifically, but I really like the snow theme at least. It's nice. The game already has like a random day-night thing, so I think it would be cool to have even if just a visual change, just the weather.
Wow, Winter likes the winter theme.
Oh, I guess there are also 2 custom vehicles, just entirely. Like models and everything, which is pretty cool. But that's like the furthest I've seen entirely custom content get in Air Ride. It feels like it's kinda hard to mod this game super far. You motherfucker. Okay, let me make sure I'm caught up on chat actually. Yeah, yeah, I would like more maps for City Trial and Air Riders though. Agree. Hang on. Found a guide for making a custom vehicle. Actually, there's guides? That's sick. So what is this thing, this mod? It's basically just Air Ride Plus. 8 new player colors, a ton of match customization settings. Uh, that's mainly it. They integrated some stuff from the Hack Pack, which the NetPlay community used a lot, like being able to look behind you with the press of X, looking at your stats with Y, being able to brake without charging or pressing A with B, so you don't have to use your item or your ability. Off of your vehicle, you can hold B to run really fast. Uh, it's really just a bunch of settings for stuff like that, and of course the new colors. Supposedly this works on real hardware too. That reminds you? We what is it? We actually just had this conversation on if Air Riders was going to be another one button game. Or we didn't have a real conversation about it, but it was mentioned offhand. I think it would be fine if it was, but I'm so used to having like these extra settings and of course a break button from the hack pack. I think having even just stuff like that would be fine and a lot better for the game feel. Also, no, that's a stick, not a button. I think it's more interesting if it's one button. I agree. For the sake of, like, it's impressive what this game does with just one button. But I can't help but feel it simply just feels better with the extra stuff they added. Especially when you're at like top fucking speed and you're out of control. How am I gonna throw my bomb at Red Kirby? I can't. I'm going too fast. I can't do anything unless I press A. So all in all, I think it's fine if they keep it one button. Ultimately, I've still liked Air Ride all this time, even as just a one button game. But I don't know. I think having the other buttons doing something would be nice. Even if it's just displaying my stats or something like they do in this. Yes! Streamer, what do you think about the stop fucking games movement? I personally want to keep fucking games, but like, I know not everyone's into that. In Air Riders, the achievement menu will be a single row of 1,000 options with 3 useless sorting toggles, like every other modern Nintendo UI. I love Echoes of Wisdom. Play multiplayer right now. I am past my hour mark, which is what I wanted to end on. But we're having good conversation. But I also don't know. How to set up Dolphin Netplay very well. Admittedly. It's nuts how it's like exclusively Zelda that's been doing that. Yeah. Yeah, I don't even play Zelda, but that's exclusively like where I've been hearing the complaints from. Good night, Orchid. Bye, Goat, as well. Good night, you two. Just connect the other controllers and play with fake friends. True. I'll do one more game. I'll do one more game that ends on DDD. Actually, Froggy, while you're here, I'll show you the stuff they added. In certain menus now, they have... Well, first of all, here's the new logo. That's cool. Good stuff. But they have music settings, so you can make playlists for stuff like the menu, City Trial gameplay, City Trial in the last 30 seconds, the stats results at the end of a City Trial, for stuff like Air Ride and Top Ride result screens, Drag Race, Air Glider, Target Flight, High Jump, Kirby Melee, Destruction Derby. You can all just choose your own personal playlists. And it's not just like the songs in Air Ride. They added stuff from other games as well. Which is really nice. Where's Destruction Derby? Where's Destruction Derby? Imagine if City Trial was a no-show in Air Riders. There's no fucking way. I genuinely don't see that happening. Sakurai knows how much people like City Trial. He's tried remaking it before in Smash. He knows how much people yearn for more City Trial. He's going to have it in this game. The memory flower is closed now? That makes sense. 24 hours makes sense. I'm glad I got mine in. Anyways, I'm banning Froggy Ghoul from the chat. I feel at minimum they're gonna have the original 3 modes and maybe a new one. I want to say so. I want to say no, actually. I wouldn't be surprised if they keep those modes, but personally, funnily enough, I think if they're to get rid of any mode, it should be Air Ride. I think it should be Air Ride for the sake of why the hell is Air Ride a mode when I can just play single races in City Trial? It's like, oh, I do 2 more laps and I get to choose my bike. And it's like, yeah, it's more of a test of actually knowing the map. Knowing the map and the mechanics instead of relying on your stats. But playing it on its own is honestly really nothing, and I never go back to it. Admittedly, as someone who likes, I like to say I play all of Air Ride, not just City Trial. While I do mostly go to City Trial, I really don't care for Air Ride very much as a mode. Top Ride, though, please bring back Top Ride. That thing's a fun little thing. I love Top Ride. What's the land menu look like? I can't. What else? Oh yeah, the settings menu. You got item frequency. Frequency? Hello? No items! Item frequency. So, competitive people like to use high, and then they added very high, which is very funny. I love that. Dragoon, if you want it to always spawn, want it to never spawn. Same with Hydra, specifically. Enable all up patches to spawn no matter what. You have this Smash Brothers item-esque screen that allows you to toggle on and off specific patches and items. Toggle stadiums. Do you want it to be revealed? Yes or no? You can do one of each stadium after a city trial instead of just the one random one, which is funny. I like that. Event settings, frequency, high, very high. Events will occur non-stop. I'm using that. I'm actually using this. Allow repeats, that'd be funny. But random events, there you go. Starting machine, you can make it random. You can set everyone on a specific bike or star. I'm tripping over my words. Everyone on the same random star, everyone on their own random star. All on Dragoon. It's so funny. Speed machines. You can turn off the speed limit. Turn that shit off. Respawn. No. Random machines. Sure, let's toggle them all on again. Also, yes, the top ride stars are here. Please do that plus every... Wait. No, okay. You know, the highest speed star, I believe, is Dragoon. Actually, I'm curious. I know I know Hydra is actually the fastest one, but I meant like in terms of not having to charge it up. But I mean, if everyone spawns on Hydra, everyone will have to charge it up. And I wonder, does Hydra really have a speed? Or does it just go as fast as it possibly can? I guess we'll find out. I guess we'll find out. And then this is just like game speed damage ratio, which is cool. Yeah, fuck it, sure. Let's play. Immediately? Immediately the game hasn't even begun yet! I wasn't even in the game yet. What do you mean? Okay, here we go. Go Hydra. I actually can't tell if I'm reaching top speed or not. Okay, I think Hydra does have its own speed. But we can fix that. We can fix that quite easily, in fact. Completely off topic. I want to make another omelet tomorrow morning for breakfast. I made an omelet this morning, which is impressive because I always fuck it up, but I actually succeeded today and I want to make another one now. Okay, next one now. Next event now. 3. Okay, yeah, there you go. Restoration areas appeared. And another thing, I guess. Sure. Oh, now that Item Bounce is playing, the chat's gonna get really racist and anti-Semitist. I love hearing the computers go like, why? Why are you doing that? I'm not gonna catch those, too bouncy. It really sucks because I love Item Bounce. It's one of my favorite event songs. But every time I'm like, ooh, I want to see if people have made covers or remixes of the song, it's always like, oh, wouldn't it be so funny if Kirby blah blah blah, and it's like, shut the fuck up. Item Bounce on it. True, that's what we should be saying. That's the kind of shit I should be saying. Why did you run over Tack? He gives me free money and food. Money's not even true. He gives me free patches. And food. I love that we all spawn on Hydras, and I'm seeing more Hydras spawn in. Wait, turn back. No, I missed it. Wait, no I didn't, Come here. How fast? How fast? How fast? How fast? Oh my god! Hell yes. The music's making this sound really triumphant too. I was listening to the music that's playing, just like, oh haha, it's so funny that this music is playing while I'm like breaking the sound barrier. And then I just started appreciating this game's soundtrack again, and I need more. I need more music that... Please, I need more. A huge unidentified pillar has appeared. It's gone. I ate it. Whoa! Loud. No fair. The boxes contain the same item. Oh boy, I guess we're flying now. You see, Froggy Ghoul, since you weren't here for it, I can talk about how much I need more information on Air Riders now, because I am mad that Nintendo, or I guess Sakurai specifically, who notoriously hates cinematic trailers, who has on record said he hates cinematic trailers. He did a cinematic trailer, and there's been no information since. I need a direct now. I really thought there would be a July direct. I really thought there would be a July direct because, you know, like, okay, June was way too soon for them to do like a real direct, and I think the direct they did do was the Donkey Kong one, which is like, okay, fair enough. That game's like right around the corner, or was right around the corner. So, yeah. But now, it's like your console is still very new, and people want to know. People want more. People want more. People want to know things that they're gonna want to get on your new system. Also, I've been hearing things about the Jamboree expansion, and I'm not surprised that it really isn't any more than it seemed in the trailers. And I'm really glad that I didn't immediately pick it up. Everyone's at a complete standstill. We're all on Hydra still. That shit's so funny. Oh, god damn it. No, please. Oh no, I'm so late to the party. Please, give me sword, give me sword. Or this works too. Mash, go. Yeah, you like that? You like this ASMR? I have to win! Yay. Also, yeah, this was mentioned like a few minutes ago, but the fact that GameShare doesn't even do it online, what are we doing here? What's the point? Why is it local only? If you're getting together to play Mario Party, you're not gonna do it on GameShare. There's no point. If someone has the Switch 2 edition of Mario Party in your vicinity, just like find a TV or put the thing on a table. The Switch 2 screen is far more capable of playing a game on a single screen in tabletop mode. And also, yeah, of course Jamboree TV is also completely offline. Of course. So like all of the new content, minus maybe the mouse games and camera support, which is like, the mini games are nice, but like everything else, completely offline. And you have to pay $20 more for it? Jesus Christ. No one's buying that. Also, wait, no, I don't want to be on Hydra anymore. Tax stole items and has fled the scene. I want to say this might be both, because like, if it's an ND Cube thing, Nintendo had to approve it. Nintendo had to approve it. They looked at this at least and said, yep, this is good. Ship it. Who cares? And also, hey, sorry I completely, like, dismissed you before, but off topic, but on topic of what you were saying. I agree, it is crazy that after all this time, you can just spend money on Deltarune. Like, Deltarune is a game, it is a retail release now that you can pick up and buy in some form. Is it getting a Game of the Year nomination? Would be cool to see it. At least, like, mentioned in something like that. If nothing else, I hope Bonanza gets one. I haven't even touched the game yet, but from what I've seen, it looks absolutely incredible, and everyone else seems to agree. Everyone who's actually played it seems to also agree that it's absolutely incredible. I'm gonna be so real, I don't even know what Expedition 33 is. I don't think I know about this. Also, sure, fuck it. Flight Warp Star, why not? In-city trial. I love that I can just do this. Honestly, it might be the best vehicle that isn't a legendary machine, and for good reason. What's the most edible air ride star? Immediately I want to say Slick Star. Immediately I want to say, like, Slick Star, because it looks like a candy. Winter, have you ever completed all the checklists in this game? That's what the original series on this channel was supposed to be. And then I got kind of intimidated by the scope of it and just kind of put it down. Besides, I like playing this game for just the fun of it more than actually completing it anyways. Mysterious flying machine. Up I go. Let me on. Let me ride it! Let me ride it! Hurry up and let me ride it! I crushed the alien. Well, I crushed the alien. Yeah, New Danimal's Crush Cups, where you crush the alien. Ooh, box. I got you this box. I think about the fucking audio that Maddie made where it's Alien Alien, the Vocaloid song, but it goes, I crushed the alien. So fucking good. And then the claps are the crushing sounds. I still think about that. I gotta catch up with chat. The UFO made like a wall of text that went up. Everyone loves the alien. Let me in there. Let me in there. No! There we go. Ooh, olive. Ooh, secret chamber.
I've got to get out of here.
Yay!
Some power-ups are fakes. Be careful.
Okay, we talked about vehicles. What stat patch is the most edible? Hello, Hydra. I also honestly wanted to say HP up. But I can also see Glide. Okay, hang on, I'm scrolling up on chat. I say Wagon Star because I can't help but imagine it having ice cream inside. That's true. My first reaction to the vehicle discussion was in fact the Wagon Star, but not for the wagon itself. That thing could hold so much yummy food inside. I have an old toy of Kirby riding on the Warp Star with the wheels on the bottom, and I need to remember to give that to you if we meet. That'd be so cool! You don't gotta do all that, but I appreciate it. Charge gives you battery acid. Also true, I didn't even consider, like, top speed could be like a popsicle or something. Ow. Wake me up! No! Help! Help me, I'm too fast! Most tempted I've been to eat an air ride. Most tempted I've been to eat a burger.
La-da-dee, la-da-dee, la-da-doo, la-da-dum. Ah!
I think I actually have like bomb pops in my freezer right now, but I haven't had any of them. Oh, I win this easy. Yeah. Yeah. I hit a wall? You could do that? The score's wrapping around? What the heck? Okay, now that the ad's over, I need everyone to see this. I hit a wall? I hit a wall and the score started wrapping around itself. I'm sorry, look at this. What's going on? I'm winning. Look, that's the end of the course right there. I'm too good at flying. I love that it wraps around, so I'm actually curious if I were to get... Okay, no. I was gonna say I wondered if it would have, like, counted me in last place if I ended up getting, like, 20. But no, it just caps out at 99.99. Good. Sorry, my dad came in just to say goodnight. But that's kind of fitting because I definitely want to wrap this up soonish. Soon, not ish. I'm going way over the time I expected to. I hope Air Riders menus are kind of like this again. Me too, but I also will be interested to see where else they go with it. Hang on. Can I do anything if I stadium? Okay, no. Playing stadiums is the same. I'll give one attempt. I'll give one attempt at fighting DDD. And then I'll pack it in after that. Has anyone ever made New City trial maps? This was a question from earlier as well, and it doesn't seem like it. The only real modifications I've seen for like fully custom stuff in Air Ride is like 2 vehicles, and apparently there's a guide that Orchid from chat earlier had sent me in DMs during stream that you can. There's apparently a guide to making your own machines as well, but as for maps, nothing that I've found. And I feel like that just kind of means there really isn't a way, because I know that with how long this game has existed, people definitely want more maps for this thing. Ow. You're so close to dying. Bye! Does Sakurai's wife still work on the menus, actually? I believe she did stuff for Ultimate, didn't she? Gotta go, bye, Maddie. I'm ending here anyways. Or, well, I was, but I was so close that time. I gotta try again. Ow, ow. Get fucked. Come here! Yay! Scott Pilgrim is getting a limited runs game. A limited run games thing with an exclusive comic that's Sonic CD theme. Of course it's limited run games. People love them for some reason. And I'll never understand why. They do cool stuff, but for like 2 days and then it's gone forever and never comes back. Okay. I think I am done here. I'll let the music keep going, but thank you to everyone who came around. Thank you for the raid. Thank you for coming in. to everyone who was from the raid. And to anyone who wasn't from the raid and came here just because I was streaming, thank you too. It's a good one to end on. Oh, thank God they have the 3 buffet version. Love this remix. But yeah, thank you to everyone who came by and watched. Appreciate it. A ton. A million. Thank you. Thank you for bearing with me and my yapping about Air Ride and how much I love it and how much I am killing Nintendo actively for not having more info on the new one. But it's been fun. I really just wanted to show off this mod because I was playing it on my own offline, and then I was having so many reactions to it offline that I was like, okay, no, I kind of need to play this on stream. I kind of need to play this on stream, so I did. So thank you. But it is almost 3 in the morning now, and if you normally watch my streams, you'll know that I normally don't stream this late in the day, or depending on your time zone, this early. So, yeah. This wasn't what I intended to stream today, but maybe that'll happen in the next few days. I wanted to say tomorrow, but I'm not confident. In the next few days. Because another thing I've realized is that I haven't been doing much with the remaining subathon incentives. We still have to do the Jackbox stream. We still have to do the horse race test stream. That trend's died already, and I still haven't done the stream for it. We still have to finish a certain playthrough that started in April. But specific dates, specific plans, figure that out after I hop offline, after I go to bed. Good night, everyone. Thank you so much for coming. Let's see if there's anyone that I feel like rating today. Maybe after I go to bed tonight, they'll have an announcement for a direct tomorrow. And that'll have more info on Kirby Air Riders. Okay, I see someone online. Raid. Nanojan _. We've been here before. They've said hi. We're gonna go raid streamer friend ? Nanodan. They're playing Pokemon. And I've said all my piece. Good night.